Hey guys, it's me Unknown Defeated 64, and today I'm gonna play Rust Lake Paradise.
I remember that day when I returned to Paradise, the island of my family. Since I had received the message of my mother's death, the blurred childhood memories started to become more clear. From that first glimpse of the island, I could feel my mother's presence. It's hard to forget someone who gave so much to remember. The first plague. Water turns into blood.
So we go forward to the island, and we approach the gate. We're gonna click on the window. We need a shrimp, so let's get at the shrimp. So we move away, and we follow to the left. So we click on Dave, and that is standing on the shore of the lake. He wants fishing rod. Or for this, now we can continue. So we need now a fishing rod. So we turn us to the right twice and look at the boat. Now we need to take the machete and the fishing hook and the hook from the benches. Now we're gonna take out the bugs from under the bench and remove the constipation. Or whatnot, or whatever it is. So we need to take now the line and take out the letter R, dated April 22, 1796, from the envelope. So let's read it. My dear son Jacob, I'm sorry to inform you that your mother passed away. This is your mother is Caroline Aylander, and we are playing as Jacob Aylander. Please return to Paradise. We need you here. Your father. His father is Nicholas Aylander. So we move away and click 30 times on the arrow below. Now we need to turn to the left, bringing our gaze closer to the fruit on the ground. We can cut it with a machete and pick up the worm. Let's move away now. And now let's take a closer look at the bamboo sticks. We're gonna use the machete on the first standing bamboo to get a stick. Now let's move away and move. Now we don't need to move. So we approach the guy standing on the shore of the lake and give him the stick. And this guy is David Aylander. Line and the fishing and now hook. Now let's bring the worm in. And now we need to click on the carrot now on David. And out a shrimp. Now let's move now away and go to the right. And we are approaching the gate. We click on the window in the gate window, and we have the caretaker, not the friend. For who that doesn't know, the caretaker is Gerald the Lander. And we've got the first and we've got an achievement. So let's go inside and we take 90 steps straight in front of Grandma Margaret. Standing on, sitting on the stool. We turn right and move along the bins of the bed and we enter the house. Now we turn to Jacob's father, Nicholas, sitting at the table.
My dear son, please, I'm thirsty.
So we need to give him a drink. We move away from Nicholas and look closer to the locker. We have the locks and open the door. We take the jug and move away. So we need to leave the house now and return to the pump. This is the pump. So we need to place the jug under it and click on the pump handle. And fill the jug. We take the jug with blood and move away and carry the filled jug into the house. We pour blood into the glass in the father's hand. Now we need to click on the glass, forcing the father to drink the contents of the glass. And we take out the leech from the father's from Nicholas' glass. Now let's move away and let's take a closer look at the family photo on the wall. We click on the image. On this image, this was Jacob 15 years ago, and we've got the achievement. We've got an achievement. So let's move away now and leave the house. We pass to the right, approaching the gate, which is locked with the padlock. So we need a key now. We follow to the left. Bringing our gaze closer to the press in the form of a wooden owl. We notice the outline of a leaf in the open beak of an owl. So we put the leech there and move the wing levers up. The press squeezed the blood out of the leech. So we notice that the vessel is filled to 1/4 of its volume. So we need to search another 3 leeches. So we go into the house and we look closer to the plate on the table. So we now need to tear apart the shrimp and take this and take the second leech. We leave the house now and we go to the pump. We need to place the jug under it and fill the vessel with blood. Again, we have in our memory the jug of blood. So we need to carry this jug to the screen with Grandma Margaret and pour the blood into the bucket in front of the goat. We force him to drink the liquid and remove the third leech from the goat's tongue. Now to get another achievement here, we need to use a machine on the goat's tail. Now we need to approach the face of Grandma Margaret and click on it. And now we take out the fourth leaf, not from the
Good to see you, grandson. I'm sorry about your mother.
And now we need to go to the press, and we need to put the leeches one by one into it and squeeze out the blood from them. Well, sorry for that. For this, now we can continue and add the last leech, and we've got a key. This is the key to the gate. So we need to pass to the right and open the lock on the gate with the key. Now we need to turn to the dark silhouette in the gate open. He asks us to bring his memories to the lake, and it will stop bleeding. So we take one step forward towards the bloody stain on the water, and we click on it and the coffin pops up. To open it, open the lid, we need to take out the nails. To get another achievement, we need to first click on the symbol. Now we can click on the black cube. Now we took the black cube, and now we need to move back and go to the temple. Sorry for you. To get another achievement, we need to look into the well and look at our reflection. Now we need to look closer to the golden box on the chain and open it. And now we need to place the black cube inside and close the box. We move away and look and take a closer look at the painting on the altar. We click on the light cube in the picture. And we click on the image of the frog in the lower right corner of the picture.
The second plague, frogs.
Now we pass through the gate and go forward. now we approach Gerald and click on him. He takes out the key and it looks like you're very small. So now Gerald now says he needs food. You need to be more specific. Frog soup. We need to move along the forest path and enter the house. We need to turn to Grandma Margaret. She needs 4 frogs. Not to make the soup. So we need to search frogs. We move away and leave the house. And we follow to the right. We pass over the gate. And we take the wood and go into the temple. We look closer to the stool on the left and take the bell from it. Now we move away and bring our gaze closer to the safe. We need to rotate the distance and combine the right. Open that and ensure that. We need to open the safe and take the frog flute. We move away and leave the temple. Now we need to return along the path to the lake shore. And we approach David and put the belt on him. Now we need to click on his face, and the frog comes out of his mouth and falls onto a stove. And we got another achievement. Now we need to try to hand the guy the flute.
I only played it.
And this is another achievement. Now we need to pass forward. Now and go to the right. No. This is not here. This is here. So we will look down at the frog, and we need to solve the puzzles in which we need to guide the frog through all the leaves of the water lilies, jumping on the illuminated leaves to take the second frog. And we took the second frog. Now we need to cross through the gate and follow the path to a small lake, and you reach stands Elizabeth Aylander with a frog on her head. Elizabeth Aylander is Jacob's sister. Now let's take a closer look at the lake, and we need here to cast the glass to solve another puzzle in which we need to click on the pairs of identical clutches of eggs, and after that we can take the third frog. And now we need to click on the water in the lake several times. And we've got another achievement. Now we move away from the lake and turn to the girl. Now we need to turn to Elizabeth. No.
Good to feel your presence again, brother.
So she needs a flute, not. So we give her the flute. Now we need to solve another puzzle, in which we need to click on the frog sitting on the sister's head, and the frog makes a couple of broken sounds. After that, we need to repeat these sounds by pressing the girl's left or right hand. No, this is not this. We need to click on the left hand twice. Now the frog changed its color. We need to click on the right hand twice now. And again, the frog changed his color. And again. And we've got the fourth frog. Now we need to approach Jacob's sister again.
Your presence again, brother.
And we need to look into her eyes. And we can see here a symbol. This is another achievement. Now we need to return to the house. Sorry for this. I can continue. So we need to return to the house and go closer to the stool. We take a candle and a bowl and we move away now. We need to put the wood under the cauldron and light it. candle. And throw the frog, and throw the frog, and the cauldron. Now we need to fill the bowl with the frog, with the frog soup, and leave the house. Now we have to go back to Gerald, and swallow the key, and give him the frog soup. Yeah, he needs a bowl again. And he vomits the and we take off the key. And this is another achievement. Now we need to move away and head to the house. Using the key, we open the middle block, the middle box, and click on the black cube. We took the black cube, and now we need to leave the house and head to the temple. We put the black cube in the box, axe on the chain. We bring our gaze closer to the image, click on the white cube, and mount in a red cloud.
The third plague, gnats and lice.
After exploring the location, so we need to explore the location first. And after that, we need to go into the Elander into the house of the Elander family and see the sister standing next to Gerald, sitting on a stool. Gerald is Jacob's uncle.
Lice are not welcome here.
So the girl declares that lice are not welcome here. On the road to the temple, we meet Ned and Margaret. Mosquitoes swarm her face, and she
They're everywhere.
complains that they are everywhere. Now, if we go to the forest, we can see that the tree that there is one tree that is marked with a cross for cutting, and the insectivorous plant, or the Venus trap. Based on this, we need to take action. So we pass through the gate and move along the path toward the forest. In front of the table, we get move closer to the deck in which the axe is sharpening. So we take it, and the snail sitting on the deck. We use the axe on the deck several times until it splits. And it's an achievement. We've got another achievement. So we move away and go into the forest. Now I need to look closer to the tree marked with the red cross, and we need to use the axe on it. Now we click on the trunk, and we click on the trunk 4 times and cut down the tree. We moved away, and now we need to move forward along the path. We need to look closer to the guy sitting at the table in the birch grove. And this guy is David. So
My blood sugar level is very low today.
So David complains that his blood sugar is is very low today. So how we gonna now raise his sugar level? First we need to move away and look closer to the bush near the birch tree on the right. We need to pick berries. Now we move away and we'll look closer to the tree marked with the cross. We need to use the axe, and we get the birch sap. To get another achievement, we need to approach the tree from which we took the sap twice. And click on the small whatever it is, and we've got and it's another achievement. Now we need to move back to the starting with the beehive on the tree, bringing our gaze closer to it. We need to press on any holes because the bee flies out of the same hole. We need to click, and there is another puzzle where we need to click on the hole from which the bee flies out. One after that. 3, 4, 5, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we take the honey. We move away now and return to the birch grove. And we approach the guy at the end, and we approach David. So we put honey on the bread, pour the birch sap into a glass, and put berries into a cup. Now the guy is surrounded by a swarm of insects that cover his head. So we move back and bring our gaze closer to the niche in which the portrait of Caroline Aylander. And we can note that there are no This is with flowers on the two pedestals, and there is only one, and this that is empty. So we need to head to the house of the Aylander family. And take the shovel. We go back, and now we need to go back along the path and stop at a screen with loosened soil. We use the shovel on the ground and select and get 2 pieces of clay. Now we need to move away and head to the house. We need to bring our gaze closer to the potter's wheel and place a piece of clay on it to make a vase from clay according to the drawing on the wall. So the first one will be this vase. The first vase will be the one, and the second vase will be according to this drawing. Now we need to move away and leave the house. And now we need to go to the shore of the lake. Near the stone on the left, we take the fly swatter. And on the stone on the right, using the shovel, we open the shells of the take the mussel. Now let's go to the temple. We need to give Grandma Margaret the fly swatter, and we'll click on it and take the next. From the trees. Now we need to move away and head to the temple. Here we need to take the scissors from the stool and move away and return to the forest. Here we go into the house and give Jacob's sister the scissors. We click on them and the girl cut. The girl cuts off his ear. We take it to the inventory, and we've got another achievement. Now we need to look closer to the man and hairstyle, and remember the hint. We need to move away now and leave the house. We need to go to the shore of the lake. Here we need to dig in the place indicated by the cross. Between the stones, we take the axe out of the hole. Here we have another puzzle where we need to move the dice and install them with the holes and the drawing and of the eye. And now we need to press the button and take the flower bulb. Now we need to head to the bird room and bring our gaze closer to the swarmy and heap that not covered and that covered David and disperse the insects. And with that, I've got a flower bulb with another achievement. So we need to head now to the Highlander's house. And look closer to the glass over the glass cover above the bowl. Sorry for this. Now we can continue. So we need to be up and place the first flower bulb in the bowl. Now we need to close it and the flower grew up. Now we need to do this with the second flower bulb, and we take the second flower. Now we need to move away and follow to the temple. And we need to put the flower in the plate on the windowsill and leave the temple. Now we need to go back and we see here a bird. We click on it. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to move away and follow the path into the Venus trap. And bring our gaze closer to it. We feed the plant with the mussel, the ear, the gnats, and the snail. And we take the third flower. Now we need to return to our flower. And we need to follow the plant to the niche of Nash with the portrait of the mother in the birch grove. we place the vases and stems and put flowers in it. In them. Now we need to bring our gaze closer to the portrait that has been attacked by insects and click on them with the insects fly near to the eyes. So we need to click on them and the portrait falls and fall to the ground. So we need to click on the black cube now. And again we need to go to the temple. With the cube in the box on the chain. And click on the image. In the picture we click on the light cube. And then click on the
The fourth plague, flies.
Here we need to walk up through the gate and head into the birch grove. Let's take a closer look at the let's break it down. And the fly human flies out of the and we've got another achievement. Now we need to move back and bring our gaze closer to the owl-shaped object. Wait, now we can pay attention to the outline of the heart in the receiving compartment and to the fact that 3 are depicted on the blood container. So we need to find 3 hearts or not hearts. So we hurry to the Islander's house. We go to the Islander's house. There's no need to hurry. In the course we nestle. I will select wood and we go into the house. We take the candle from the stool and take a closer look at the boiler. The pot. We put wood in the earth and light it with a candle. Right now we remove the pot lid and we see here the Grandma Margaret. We take the carrot from Grandma Sands and we turn to
Go,
the
find your brother.
She tells us she asks us to find our brother. So we need to walk back from the house and follow the path to the forest. We bring our gaze closer to the hole and click on it. A rabbit emerges from the hole. We need to give the rabbit, the carrot, and move away. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So the human fly and arrives here. So we need to click icon 3 times and take away the rabbit heart. And the human flies away. Now we need to approach the hole again and click back on the nether rabbit. A hand with a playing card emerges from the hole. And this is another achievement. This is another achievement. Now we need to head to the temple. And we need to take a closer look at the hermit crab. There is another kind of puzzle where we need to guide the crayfish, the hermit crab. I passed sharp spike balls to these, using shells as guides. And now a human fly hovers over a crab. Now we need to click on it, and now to click on it until the human fly extracts the crab meat from the crab. We take it away and move away from the crab body. Now we need to look at the hole in the ground. Not to the right of, not to the right of the road to the temple, blocked with boards. We find Gerald. No, we need to pull away the boards. And take the worm. We need to move away and head to the temple. Now we take the twig and click on the window. Now open it on the right. A dark ghost appears in the window. We click on it. He tells us not to let the mute as his memories. Not its memories. And we've got another achievement. We need to return now to the shore of the lake. And look at the bird on the shore. We prop up the flat stone now with a twig and place a worm in the trap. We click on the bird and drive it into a trap. We click on the twig and the bird is trapped. Now we move away and the human fly arrived here. We need now to click on it until the human fly extracts the bird's heart. And the human fly flies away. Now we need to go to the house and look closer to the box. Here we need to solve another kind of puzzle with moving the plates into the corresponding cells. And we open the box and take the shovel. Now we need to turn to our sister.
Fear can make me blind.
She says that what? Now she says that fear that fear doesn't make her blind. So we need to go now to the birch grove. And take a closer look at the owl press. Alternately put the rabbit heart, the bird the heart, and the crab meat into it. Squeezing the blood out of them. We take the diamond into the slot and open the door. Now we need to go up the stairs and we need to turn to the father who is holding a black cube in his hands.
I need her memories. I need to find.
So he says, not that that he needs our memories. We need to move away now and bring our gaze closer to the book lying on the table. We look through the book, paying attention to the symbols marked with numbers. We look carefully at the cover and the back of the book, and we notice a thin cut. We tear off the cover and click on the symbol under it. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to move back and bring our gaze closer to the shutters on the window. This is another kind of puzzle when we need to arrange the runners according to the hint in the book to open the shutter. So the first one this symbol. This symbol is number 3. This symbol is number 8. And this symbol is number 10. And the human flies into the room. We click on it until it and it pierces the father's head with its finger. And we've got an achievement. And we've got another achievement. We click again, and the human fly leaves the room with through the window. Now we need to click on the cube and look at the next memory.
One day you will learn the true nature of sacrifice.
Now we take the black cube and take it to the temple. We put the cube in a bar on the chain. In the image, we click on the light cube. And on the cow.
The 5th plague, diseased livestock.
We pass through the gate and follow the path into the birch grove. We need to go up the stairs and turn to Nicholas with the bandaged face sitting at the table. Now you can't see anything. Now we need to the uncle.
I want my burger.
The uncle claims that he wants his burger. So we need to get down and head to the house of the Islander family. In the forest among the trees, we notice the dark silhouette of Mr. Boar. We click on it and follow it to the temple. We need to click on Mr. Boar standing on the path, and we have got an achievement. We've got another achievement. We we need to follow it into the house and turn to my grandma Margaret.
My son is always hungry.
The old lady states that her son is always hungry. Now we need to look closer to the stool and take away the knife. And we need to add the recipe, egg burger recipe. Now we need to find the ingredients. We need to leave the house and take the bucket. Now let's look closer to the side of the goat. Here we need to solve another kind of puzzle in which we need to connect circles with lines. The number of connections to the circle must correspond to the number of points in it. Using a knife, we make a cut in the place marked with a cross. And we take away the goat bacon. Let's move away now and go to the shore of the lake. We need to tear off a leaf of lettuce and look closer to the cow. We need to place the bucket under the other and fill it with milk. And we get the bucket with milk. Now we need to turn our gaze to the side of the cow. And here we need to solve a puzzle in which we need to find the pairs of identical colored circles and the sequences in which we need to light them. Using a knife, we make a cut in the place marked with a cross, and we take away the raw beef. Let's move away now and clean the cow's nose 3 times. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to pass through the gate and enter the forest. We need to look at the barrel dug into the ground and pour milk into it. We need to cover the barrel with the lid and prepare the cheese. We take out the cheese head and cut off a piece of cheese with a knife. Now we need to go to the birch grove and look closer to the tablecloth on which the vegetables lie. And here we need to solve another kind of puzzle in which we need to arrange the vegetables so that they overlap the specified number of points horizontally and vertically. With this way. And now we need to take the cucumber and the tomato. Now we need to move. And now let's move away and go to the Islander house. Here we need to give Grandma Margaret a tomato. Where's ketchup? The cucumber. That will after that cucumber slices. Raw beef. We have now minced beef. And goat bacon. Now we have bacon slices. Now we need to turn our gaze to the frying pan and fry pieces of bacon. Bacon slices. And we've got a crispy bacon. Now we need to put your minced beef and get the burger. Now we need to return to the birch grove. And go up and climb the stairs. Using a knife, we cut off the bandage from the father's face. And I can take the wrap. Now we need to give the father the key.
Dutch County cheese.
And we've got another achievement. Now before we make the burger, we need to now look at the recipe. We have to see how to make the perfect the perfect crust like a burger. So the first is the lettuce, and that the burger, and then the cheese. Lettuce, burger, cheese. Now, what else do we need? Now the bacon, on that the ketchup, and on that the cucumber slice. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to move away from the table. We'll click on the uncle. Here he eats his burger and leaves. Now we need to turn to the father.
I've still got a headache.
And he states that he still has a headache. So we move away and go down. We open the door of the outhouse toilet, and we give the rat to the uncle, and sitting on the toilet, and we close the door and open it again. Let's look closer to the hole. We rake up the pieces. And click on the black cube. We go down into the black hole. And we click on the spiral symbol. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to continue to descend. And we see here Caroline Lander writing something with chalk on the blackboard. Now we need to move back and take the black cube. Now we need to go outside and see this is the uncle. Now we need to head to the temple. And put the black cube in the box, on the chains. In the image, we click on the light cube. And on the drawing of the woman.
The sixth plague. Boils.
Now we need to approach the locked gate and open 2 windows in the doors. By opening the top window, we can get an achievement. Now we can get another achievement. So the Black Doctor says that the price of admission is a vial of blood. So let's move away and clear up the gate. The right now with the right of the cup and pick up the empty bottle from the ground to the left. Now we need to place the grass in the jaw of the ground of the animal's food, and click on it. Now we need to collect the released blood into an empty bottle. And we need to grab here. And open the door. And we need to turn to Grandma Margaret, sitting next to the bed on which the deceased uncle lies.
The smell of death is in the air.
She says that the smell of death is in the air. So we need to look closer to the stool and look at the bottle with divisions. Now we need to look at the drawing the drawing tips, and we have the house. Now we need to head to the temple and go inside. We need to take the black doctor's stuff and go to the well. Here we need to get the key, and now we need to move away and leave the temple. We need to pull out the onion from the ground and return to the forest, head into the birch grove. Here we need to approach the black doctor and give it empty staff and take the blood. Now we need to move back and look back at the pile of leaves to the right of the doctor. We need to move the leaves apart and click back at the symbol. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to go through the door and go up the steps. In the room, we bring our gaze closer to the glazed box on the wall, to the glazed cabinet on the wall, and you ask the key to open the door. Now we need to take 3 empty bottles from the locker and move away. Now we need to look at the boxes as on the table. We need to open the left drawer and to take out the pepper. Open the right drawer and take the knife. Now we need to move back and look at the stool. Here we take 2 matches, a needle, and the thread from the stool. Now we look at the drawing, a piece of paper. This is what we already did. Now we need to move away and go down. Let's go into the forest. Using a knife, we cut the mushroom from the stump. Now we need to hurry to the Islander's house, and we bring our gaze closer to Grandma and let her smell the onion.
The smell of death is in the air.
And we collect the tears into one of the empty bottles. Now we give happy Grandma. Now we invite Grandma to smell the pepper. And we collect the snot in the second bottle. Now we let Grandma to smell the mushroom. And we collect saliva into the third bottle. Now we invite Bernard to smell the blood. And we've got the achievement, and we've got another achievement. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So we need to take the blood and move away. Now we need to leave the house and go to the birch grove. We alternately give the doctor bottles with snot, tears, saliva, and blood. We monitor the position of the staff in his hand. Its tilt for each liquid corresponds to the hint in the picture of the medicine recipe. So we need to take back the bottles of liquids and return to the house. In here we can see the right order of how we need to pour the liquids into the container. So the first one is the snot. The next one has tears and after that the saliva. Now again, the tears and the blood. And now we need to take the medicine and turn our gaze to the dead uncle. We open his eyes. Now with the help of two matches, and we click on his mouth, forcing him to knock out his tongue. We use medicine. Now let's take a closer look at his deed. Now now we need to solve a puzzle in which we need to move the upper teeth and to set the uncle's teeth so that their bite coincides with the lower teeth. When the teeth fall into place, the uncle's jaw clenches. We notice the appearance of two symbols on the teeth. A colon on the eighth tooth, from above, and a cross on the fifth tooth from below. Now we need to move away and turn our gaze to the uncle's stomach. We need to click on one of the circles and look at the dot of the same color under the circle and click on this circle. Now this is another kind of puzzle. This way we activate all the circles. We use the knife on the place marked with the cross on the chest. And to remove the heart. Now we need to turn our gaze to the right nipple and click on it 3 times. Not 3 times, more than 3 times. And we've got an achievement. Another achievement. Now we need to move away and turn to Grandma Margaret.
Time can't heal a broken heart.
She states that time can heal a broken heart. So we leave the house and head to the birch grove. We go up the stairs to the room. Now let's take a closer look at the dial of the grandfather clock. We move the hands to the column to 8 o'clock. Then set the hands with the cross. This one is 8 o'clock. And we add the hands with the cross to 5 o'clock. According to the hint on the teeth. Now we click on the button and the center and take out the clock mechanism. We put the heart in its place and close. The clock starts working. Now we need to return home. the clock mechanism instead of the heart. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to use the sword up at the incision in the chest. Now we need to move away and turn to the ankle.
Boar.
This is the word boar. So we need to return to the birch grove and go up to the room. We need to look closer to the grandfather clock and enter the word boar. In the window. Now we need to click on the black cube and we see here another memory.
Paradise would not exist without great sacrifice.
Paradise will not exist without great sacrifice. We click on the square and take the black cube. Now we need to go to the temple. And here we insert the cube in the box. Here we need to click on the image on the light cube. And on the picture,
The seventh plague. Hail.
we need to go to the right and click on the scissors skating. We place two pebbles on the trajectory of its movement in such a way that when it hits them, a crack will go from the stones to the lower pegs frozen in the ice. This is some kind of puzzle. So after that, we need to take into account that the crack goes to the left from the great apple and to the right from the yellow one. Having achieved the result, we move the pebbles to the upper line of movement on the crack. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So, when the crack reaches the top two pegs, the ice near the shore cracks. So we click on the ice near the crack on the right. Where is it? And we see a strange fish. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to move to the left. quickly on the cracked ice on the lake. A block of ice floats up, inside of which we find the frozen David is visible. So we have to rescue him. So we need to pass through the gate and head to the temple. Here we need to look out into the well and take the hammer and break the ice with it. We watch a hand reach out from under the ice. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to go to the birch grove. On the road and the forest, we bring our gaze closer to the squirrel. We click on it, forcing the animal to stand under the icicle. We click on the icicle and take the squirrel fur and the pistachio. Now we need to go to the birch grove and go up to the room. Here we need to look closer to the device against the wall and remove the snow globe. We move back and bring our gaze closer to the device on the windowsill. We need to load now here snow from the snow globe into it. And the pointy wood. Now we need to go down and follow to the shore of the lake. Here we need to insert the nice pointy wood into the crack and in the ice block and hit it with the hammer. We take the pointy wood and repeat the operation several times until we free David's body. Now we need to look closer to the guy, to David, and put the squirrel fur on his head and take the key. Turning to him.
It's pretty cold in paradise.
The young man states that it's pretty cold in paradise. So now we need near the stairs leading into a room and the birch grove, there is an unfinished snowman. The drawing and the room. This drawing in the room in the birch grove shows its elements. So we need now we're collecting snowman elements. So we need to move away from here and I'll go to the shore and move to the right. No, to the left. And we need to use the snowball to break the jug. And with that we need to take away the carrot. Now we need to pass through the gate. And in the forest we now remove the scarf from the tree. Now we are heading to the temple. Here we take the twig and head to the Islander's house. But before that we need to use the snow globe on the jug in front of the house entrance and take 2 buttons. Now we need to follow the path to the birch grove and use the snowball on the jug standing on the fork. Here we take the pebbles the smaller rocks. Now we need to go to the birch grove and try to break a branch on a small tree. Now on the left, using a snowball. But the power of the snow charges is not enough. So we need to look closer to the ice cubes on the ground. And there is another kind of puzzle in which we need to match the pieces of ice and dismantle the ice and at the end we will need to dismantle the ice. Now we need here to dismantle the ice and take out the diamond. Now we need to go up to the room and look closer to the device against the wall. And here we need to put the snow globe in place and place it in the diamond and place the diamond in the diamond cell. Now 2 circles glow under the snow globe. We take it and go down. Now we use the snow globe. Now we use the snow globe on the branch and take it and take the second twig. Now we need to look closer to the snowman and use 2 buttons, the carrot, the pepper, the small rocks, and the 2 twigs. We are missing a hat for the snowman, so now we need to return home. And turn to the uncle with a request to give him a hat, to give us a hat. But he asks for ice cream in return. So we leave the house and break off the cow horn from the school on the right. Now we follow to the place now we don't need to follow to the place where the squirrel was, just because we already have the pistachios. So we return to the house and look closer to the table on the right. We need to click on the icicle above the mug, and the ice falls into the mug. We need to add the pistachios and double click on the mug. We insert the horn inside the glass on the right, and place the bowl of ice cream in it. Now we take the pistachio ice cream and we have and give it a trip to the uncle. Now one of his hands is occupied, but when we try to take off the hat, the uncle holds it with with his other hand. So we leave the house and take the second horn from the school, and now we need to head to the birch grove. And go up to the room. And let's take a closer look at the pot with the plant. We raise the cap and take away the strawberries. Now we need to return to the house and prepare strawberry ice cream. Sorry for this. Now we can continue. So now we take off the icicle. Sorry for this. Now I'm sure we can continue. So we have the strawberries. Place the horn into the glass. And get the strawberry ice cream. Now we need to give this ice cream to the uncle. And we've got an achievement. Now Gerald has both hands busy, so we can take the hat and rush to the snowman and go to the snowman. Now the snowman begin to shake his arms, so we click on the on the twigs. Now following the carrot nose, and as it turns, we pull all the indicated twig. Instead of a twig, the snowman has a human hand. We take out the second twig and click on the snowman. Now the second hand comes out. Now we need to click on the snowman's hands. Left, right, left, right, 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 left, left, right, left, right, 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 left, no, left, right, left, right, left. And Grandma Margaret appears from under the snowman, and we've got an achievement. So let's contact her. And now the grandmother declares, "Let it snow." So we use the snowball now on Grandma. And we cover the old lady and now with the snow until she speaks. That's how the diamond. So we pick it up and go up to the. Now we approach now to the device and near the wall and put the snow globe in place. We insert now we insert the diamond in the cell and increase the power of snow chargers. Now we take the snow globe, the mighty snow globe. The drawing on the wall suggests that triple the power of the snow globe will allow something to be done in the temple. So we go to the temple. And use the snowball on it. And destroy the temple. Now we bring our gaze closer to the block of stone on the right. And click on the symbol and we've got an achievement, another achievement. So we move away and go into the temple and use the key to open the drawer, not with the box,
You are ready to meet your destiny. Don't. Take me instead.
So we take the black cube and place it in the box on the chain, and we close the box. In the image, we click on the light cube. And on the locust picture.
The 8th plague. Locusts.
We put that to the right. Now we can see here the 3 musicians. So we approach them and click on them, composing a song composition.
There was a man, he is my dad.
Here we need to get us and about which person the one who sings describes. So the first one
There was a man, only brother I had.
This is Gerald.
There was a man, no hat does he wear.
Nicholas.
There was a man in the middle stood there.
David.
There was a man, all skin and bones.
Nicholas.
There was a man, no hairs under his nose.
David.
There was a man, he stands to my right.
Gerald.
There was a man here, gray as first light.
Nicholas.
There was a man who was really quite fast.
That's not very nice to say, but it's
There was a man, feathers perched on his hat.
David.
There was a man, had a clock for his heart.
Gerald.
He was a man, the last man, and the man from the start.
David. So in the song, now I need to click on each of the musicians and listen to the length of the notes of each melody. And we translate them into Morse code. Short sound dot, a long sound dash. So we after that move to the right and bring our gaze and closer more to the box where we arrange the sliders in the specified order of playing the melodies by the musicians. Open the box and take the X from it. Now we need to move away, and that will add the gate. And to remove the boards that board the entrance to the Paradise Island. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to move forward. The island is shrouded in thick fog. We see that the forest is filled with locusts. So we need to go to the Islander house now. And go into the house. We need to read the writing on the wall and turn to our sister. Right to the sister. The owls are not what they seem.
Eyes blinded by the fog cannot see the truth.
Eyes blinded by the fog cannot see the truth, she says. Now we need to leave the house and return to the screen with the locusts. We click on the large locust, listen and to the melody that the insect makes, and click on the small locusts to repeat it. And this is another kind of power. Now the second melody. The fifth melody. The sixth melody. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So now we need to click on the egg that appears under the large locust until the mantis or whatever. And we have got the achievement. Yeah, and we got another achievement. So now we need to click on the scripture and make it live. Now we need to go 2 movements between the screen into the birch grove. On the tree on the right, now we see a butterfly. Double click on it, and now we need to go to the islander's house and find the butterfly on the roof. Double click on it. Now we need to move on the tree on the left. Now we see a butterfly again. Click on it. Now we need to head to the screen with the goat. Find the butterfly and double click on it with double click on it. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to click on the goat's face, cause we need to bleed until the mantis or whatever it is appears. And kills the goat. We select goat eyes, and now we go forward and go into the house. Now we need to give the sister the goat eyes. Now we need to take the shovel and go outside. We are heading to the temple. At the exit from the forest, we meet a hungry ghost. The ghost claims that his memories will serve Jacob's future. To get another achievement, we need to follow the ghost and click on it. an achievement, and we've got another achievement. Now we need to approach the temple. And turn to the boat in which Grandma Margaret is sitting. So let's contact her. Grandma says Grandma asks for Grandma needs for a horn. So we need to head to the Islander's house and go inside. We look into the left. I have the left from our side. I have the goat that the sister is holding, and click on the 4 gray spots. Then click back on the simple owl that appears. And we've got another achievement. Now we can note that in the lower part we can see the place marked with a cross. And to the left of the goat's corpse. So the symbol resembles the eyes of an owl. So we go again to the entrance of the grove. We head to the grove. And click on the owl city and on the tree. Now let's go back a step and click on the owl. Now we go right, go deep. And deep, left, and deep. We can and we click on the owl sitting on the roof of the house. Now we need to go back into the right and click on the owl and right away. Now we need to dig with the shovel in the place where the bird was sitting. And we dig up the box, which turns out to be locked. Now we need to return to the house. And approach the sister and look into the right eye. So we need to remember the location of the circles relative to the eyeball and move away. Now we need to go outside. The eye depicted on the tree trunk on the right, it has a reflection of the eyeball. On the tip in the right eye to go that side. So we position the light spot with the fireflies in the mirror image. So we take the firefly, and now we are heading to the birch grove. Now we need to look closer to the owl's nest and give it the firefly. We click on the owl until it attracts the attention of the As he approaches, the owl flies away. We drive away at the and click on the owl's nest. So we select the drop key. Now we need to return to the screen with the box. And unlock it with the key. And we take the mist horn. Now we need to return to go to Grandma Margaret and give her the horn. We click on Margaret until a praying mantis appears and carries away the Now we need to look into the boat and click on the black cube.
You have to leave.
We look at the 8th memory. Now we click on the black square and take the black cube. Now we need to take it to the temple and put it in a box. Now we need to click on the light cube in the image. And on the moon in the sky.
The 9th plague. Darkness.
The night falls on Paradise Island. The whole family gathered in the birch grove, where a fire was lit, intending to celebrate Lake Day. Let's head there. So on the way to the grove, we notice a woodpecker sitting on a birch tree. Approaching the fire, around which the relatives have gathered, we turn to each of them.
Blah, 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 blah.
Son, be prepared. The glorious day of the lake is coming.
So we note 2 details on the clothes of each family member. There is a number in the form of dots. And each of the relatives makes movements that imitate the habits of animals or the actions of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go up to the second room, to the second floor, and we look closer to the block on the left. But it is locked with 2 locks. So we look down at the disc on which the 12 signs of zodiac are depicted. Under the disc there are 4 locked cells. We look closer to the disc and see the arrows with dot numbers on them. So, Gerald is the first one, and he depicts Sagittarius. The second one is David. It's Pisces. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So the third one is Elizabeth. And she describes, and she picks so Elizabeth and the third one, and she depicts Libra. Margaret is the fourth one. Leo. And Nicholas is the fifth one. And he picks Taurus. And now we need to take the bronze key from the first cell that opens, and look up map at the block and open the first lock. Having examined the location screens of this list, we will find a Shredder in the family home. Here's the Shredder. Now in search of materials that can be crushed. While in a room in a birch grove, we look closer to the device on the table, on which there are 3 levers. One lever rotates the moon model to display its phases. The second lever switches the color, and the third lever sets the angle of the eclipse. So the upper window displays the specified lunar phases, color, and inclination angle. That way we manipulate the levers, setting the central ball in the required interpretation. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So we now did this, and now we complete. We have completed this puzzle. So after the last phase is established, the blood moon. Now we need to move. Now we moved away, and now we need to bring our gaze closer to the moon outside the window, which has also turned red. So we click on the notch on the disc, and we click on the frog nose and a drop of blood. And we've got an achievement. We've got another achievement. A drop of blood falls to the ground. So let's go now on a search. We go down and go to the entrance of the grove. Let's take a closer look at the woodpecker on the birch tree. We move. So there is another kind of puzzle when we need to move the bird up and down the trunk, forcing it to knock on the tree opposite the branches with 1, 2, 3, and 4 branches. So let's so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take the bark. Now let's go into the forest. And select and take the fallen red moonstone. Now we need to follow the house and go inside. We need to take the pickaxe and leave the house and move to the temple. In front of the temple, we pick up the shell. From the box on which the owl is sitting. We go into the temple and use the pickaxe to get the blue stone. The blue rock. We look into the well and pick up the moss. Now we need to head to the house. And put the materials into the grinder one by one. Rotate the handle and get powders of different colors. We can note that each powder color is indicated by a number. 1 is green, 2 is blue, 3 is red, 4 is brown, and 5 is white. We've got the brown powder. Now it's the red powder, the blue powder, the green powder, and the white powder. Now let's go to the birch grove. And throw powders into the fire one by one and look at the images that appear. So first one will be the green powder, Taurus, Now the red powder, Scorpio. Now the brown powder, Aries. And the white powder, Libra. And now we take the silver key from the second cell that opens, and we open at the second line on the block with that. Now rotate the block and go up the descending stairs at the lever. Now we need to bring our gaze closer to the telescope lens. And here we have another kind of puzzle. When we need to use 3 rotating sliders to combine the image of the stars in the starry sky with their display in the graphic drawing. So we have completed the part, and now we have different star points located. So we now need to pay attention to the star points located near the Ash constellation, and we need to turn on the dials and remember the numbering of the constellations. Where is number 1? So number 1 is Gemini. Number 2 Number 2 is Sagittarius. Number 3. Number 3 is Taurus. Number 4. Number 4 is Leo. And number 5. Number 5 is Scorpio. And now we need to take the golden key from the open cell and go down into the grove and again turn to each of the family members. The images that they imitate have changed. Now they depict elephant. So we need to go up to the end and take a closer look at the animal figures hanging and from the ceiling. We pay attention to the candle, the light of which casts a shadow from the figure on the wall. Now into the wall. So we move the candle and place it on the zodiac sign and run on the floor. And see which figure's shadow matches the pattern on the wall. So the first one is a slider. Bird. An eagle. So we have here Pisces. So the second one is Pisces. So the third one is Cancer. Now the fourth one, a duck. The fourth one is Sagittarius. And the last one. A bull. No, not a bull, a deer, a deer. This is a deer. It's Capricorn. And we've got the copper key. So we go up to the attic and open the locks on the door with the golden and copper key. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So now we need to go up the stairs, and we need and we look out in the central window. In the distance, we notice the light of an owl's eyes. So let's move away. Now we need to click on the fires in a certain sequence to move the owl to the nearest shore of the lake. Having completed this, we go down and head to the temple. And we've got that and we've got another achievement. Now we need to open the box and take away your mother's bone. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to click on the box again and take the crow egg. Before finishing the level, we need to go to get new achievements. So we need to go to the birch grove. And approach the fire. We need to throw a crow egg in. And we've got another achievement. Now we're heading home. And we carefully examine the image on the wall. So we need to pay here attention to the conventional numbering of the zodiac signs. We can see here that Leo has one eye visible. The Taurus has two eyes visible. Pisces has 3 bones. There are 4 points on the Aquarius sign, Aquarius jug, and the number V is depicted above Libra. So we need to return to the birch grove and go up into the room and look closer to the disc with the signs of zodiac. So we need so the first one is Leo, the second is Taurus, the third is Pisces, the fourth one is Aquarius, and the fifth one is Libra. And we've got an achievement, and we've got another achievement. Now we need to follow to the Elander's house and place your mother's bones into the grinder and turn the handle. And we've got the magical powder. We take the magical powder and go to the fire in the birch grove. Now we need to throw the magic powder at the fire. Let's look at the memory. So we're gonna take the black cube now and go to the temple. So we need to put the black cube in the box and close it. In the image, we'll need to double click on the light cube.
The 10th plague, death of the firstborn.
So let's explore the level location on screen. So we find that on the screens of the location there are wooden owl torches which can be lit if we lit the owl's wings up. Each torch has a design on it. On a stool in the Lander house there is a map with a ruler. The locations of the torches are marked with crosses in the map. Here in the house on the wall there is a hint that determines that the locations of six torches are important for us. with drawings of a drop, a frog, a beetle, a moth, a bull, and rain. The same figure indicates that it is important to know the distance between pairs of torches on the map. These distances are designated by the letters O, W, and L. The same letters are on the graduated discs on the road pin. So we need to go through the screens and light the torches. One torch, two torches, others. No, this isn't what we need. I don't know if I need this. This is the right one. The next one. Later. Not this one. So it was the right one. And we have the last one here. Now we are heading to the Islander house. Let's take a closer look at the map. We place circles with drones as the same as on the torches at their locations marked with the crosses. So here we the drop and the frog. These aren't really meant for us now. This one, over the house. The rain. Using the ruler available here, we measure the distance between the centers of pairs of circles marked with the red dots. O equals 4. We are heading to the temple, and we set the slider O double there and to the corresponding system. So O equals 4. Now W. W is 5. W equals 5. And now L. The letter so L is so L equals 10. To descend into the well, we will need a rope, which can be taken from the wall in the room of the house in the birch grove. Having gone down, we stop in front of the door, locked with the combination lock. To open the powder room, we need to take several steps. So let's go into the forest. We pull out a figure now and sitting by the path. We follow into the birch grove and climb to the upper tier. So we click on the father's face, and the father hits the drum, and the bones suspended on the rope begin to vibrate.
Tonight, the lake will show her true self to us.
And we've got an achievement. We've got another achievement. Sorry for this. Now we can continue. So we click on the left, on the right hand. again on the right hand, both hands, left hand, left hand, again left hand, right hand, left hand, and we've got a pointy bone. So we need to go down into the room and look closer to the table. Here we need to take the brush and the apple. On the arrow shaft line here we put a feather and a pointy bone. We take the arrow and go down into the grove. We approach Shampoo and give him an arrow, and then click on the arrow in the inventory. Sorry for this, now we can continue. So we click on the bow in the uncle's hands. Now on hand. But before that, we need to click 3 times at the bottom, on the bow, and take aim, indicate. And the narrow knocks his and the narrow knocks David fat off his head. So we put an apple on David's hand, on David's head, and we not take the arrow and give it to the uncle. We click on the bow 3 times, we take aim, we press on our left hand, on his left hand, and we shoot. Now we need to click on the apple, up into the tree by an arrow. The apple falls, so we look down and pick up the worm. Now we need to take the arrow out of the tree and hand it to our uncle. We click on the bow and the uncle's hand twice and take aim. We press on the left hand, we shoot. And we repeat the action. That's 3 more times. closer to my brother, not to the brother's hand, into which the arrow has stuck, and click on the symbol on the hand. And we've got another achievement. Now we need to go into the forest, and to the spring with the same stone. Next to whom there is a chicken. So we need, so what we need to do is place the worm in the bowl, and click on the chicken, and take the egg. Now we're gonna turn our gaze to the sister's face, and click on the brush, and paint and on the palm. We paint the face and the colors that we saw in the picture in the room, in the grove. And now we take the handle. Oh wait, the candle. Oh, and the candle. Now we're returning home. We use a candle to light the wood and light the egg in the frying pan. And then now we need to click on the chicken several times. And we've got another achievement. Now we're gonna take the chicken and hurry to the owl and go to the owl near the path. We gave her the we gave the owl the shake, and now we need to click on the owl, and the owl has it in the bird. Cousin it to spit out the bone. And then I will click on the bird again, and cousin it to spit out the bones. So let's we need to lay out the bones and connect them in places as marked with the same marks. And we get the expression owls. So we go to the temple and go down to the road. So we dial the owl code. And open the door. So we now go through the open door. And now we need to get at animal masks. So we get the rabbit mask by solving the puzzle with lights. Yeah, to do this, we will need to light all the lights on the pedestal. And by clicking on the right button to move the bulbs, and on the left button to turn on the light of the top bulb. Now we'll need to get the pheasant mask by clicking on the buttons in numerical order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To get the deer mask, I will need to light the lights. The solution is simple. Clicking on the right button if the light bulbs are located on the right side of the line, and on the left button if they are on the left. So left or right, left, right, left, left, right, 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 right. To get the dove mask, to get the pagan mask, we need to rotate, to turn the mask clockwise or counterclockwise. Depends on how it will be. So first, not clockwise, 4 pigs, not 5 pigs. It's 4 pigs clockwise, 3 other hand, 3 counterclockwise, 3 clockwise, 1 count, 3 counterclockwise, 4 4 3 3 clockwise, 3 3 counterclockwise, 1 clockwise, 1 counterclockwise, and 1 left clockwise. Now to get the boar mask, we'll need not to complete the puzzle. Now when we click on the button, now when we now need to click button and to activate squares. So, now let's click on on the image at the top and climb into the passage. And now let's click on the Hungry Ghost. So the ghost claims that it has hidden the last memory, the last element of the elixir. So let's take a closer look at the pedestal in the arch. We need to rotate the discs and recreate the drawing that we saw on the wall in the house. And we now need to click on the black cube now, and we watch the memory.
My memories are the key, not only to the past, but also to the future.
Now we're gonna take the black cube. Now let's look again at the pedestal in the arch. Apply brush to the cross shaped marks. Cross marks are converted to X marks. We arrange the chapter numbers by the symbols that we collected on them, and open the door and take the owl mask. So the first symbol is this. Now the second symbol. Now the third symbol and the fourth. Now the oops. Now the fifth and the sixth symbol. Now the seventh and the eighth symbols. Wait a minute. Now the ninth and the 10th symbols. And now we're gonna take the owl mask, and we've got another achievement. Now we need to return to the well. try to climb the rope, but it disappears. So we click on the spots of light and move in space. We go to the island, on the shore of which stands David, holding a torch in his hand.
It's time.
And he says it's time. So we pull out the rabbit madness. We pass through the gate and there's no difficulty. We try on the pheasant mask with our sister. With Elizabeth, and move further along the path. We give the dove mask to the grandmother. Follow the path to the right. We present an uncle with the boar mask. And father with the deer mask.
You are ready to meet your destiny.
We head to the temple and put the black cube in the box. Masked family members now will appear behind the temple bars. When a hungry ghost appears, we will not and now and we've got another achievement. Let's look at the final spots.
One day, the true nature of sacrifice. Paradise not exist without a great sacrifice. You are ready to meet your destiny. You have to leave. Our time has come. Paradise will rise again.
And it looks like we've got to the end of this game. So please make sure to like and subscribe. And that's all for now. Bye guys.